Hi, it's Morgan. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, I am in full makeup, no wig, no outfit, just casually hanging out at home in a onesie. I just finished doing something else in drag and I thought I would take the time to make another little video. Perhaps, I don't know, packing my drag for my upcoming trip to LA. Shall we? So yes, you heard that right. I am going to Los Angeles. I'm spending a couple of months there with my partner to avoid the hateful Berlin winter. And of course, I wanted to take my drag with me. So I'm negotiating how exactly to do that given the luggage allowance. I've limited myself to taking one suitcase of drag and then I'll have another bag for my regular everyday stuff. So what we're gonna do now is just sort out exactly the things I'm gonna take for my drag suitcase. But before we do, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. There are new videos very often on this channel. Please like them, share them with your friends. I don't know, whatever you do with videos on YouTube these days. So I figured the first step to this whole process is going to be choosing exactly the things I'm going to take, and then the second step is going to be figuring out if I can actually fit them all into one suitcase. So let's start with outfits, shall we? I figured I can't take big outfits like this beautiful thing, unfortunately, because it would just take up more or less the whole suitcase. So I'm limiting myself to dresses, combo pieces that I can put together, accessoires, things I can make various looks from. And I have this pile of clothes right here that I thought at first glance might be good, so let's go through them and see if I actually want to pack them. What is this? A plain black skirt. Sure, yes, very small, versatile. Can go with lots of things. Done. Okay, this lovely orange number. I've worn this a bunch of times. It's very stretchy, which is nice, so it looks good in my full padding and titties and everything. Yeah, that's a nice option. It doesn't need ironing either. Who has time to iron things? This is like a jumpsuit. It actually has legs with little slits in them. That's fun, right? And it has an elasticated top. I found it on the street, of course. I haven't worn it very much, but I thought it might be fun for like a brunch look. Is that okay? Is that okay with you? This pair of dungarees, or in American, overalls. You're welcome. This is a fun detail. It says the future is female here on the pocket. Yeah, I feel like this is another fun brunch look. I'm not totally sold on this though, so I'm gonna put this in a maybe pile. Apparently we're making piles now. This pink top is kind of ugly on its own, but I've worn it before with those dungarees, and I think it goes quite well. But since the dungarees are in the maybe pile, I guess you have to join her. Sorry. Okay, this is a classic Morgan piece. I love this. Also found on the street. Thank you, Berlin. It's like a velvety blue fabric. I don't know anything about fabrics, but it looks cool. It's a little stretchy, so it fits nicely. It works with and without my titties, so it's nice and versatile. I will definitely be taking her. Okay, this is one of my favorite dresses. It's super simple. I love the color. The fit is nice. It's like a t-shirt fabric, so it's stretchy. My tits look great in it, and it's just really easy to get on and off, so definitely she's coming. Also very lightweight. And this little mesh top is a piece that I've often worn together with that pink dress, so she's definitely coming. Another street find, can you believe? Okay, here we have a spaghetti strapped leopard print top. My tits do look nice in this, however these straps are very thin. They don't really cover up the seam where my titty bib meets my arm. And I think I have something else that I'm thinking of taking that's leopard print, so I'm gonna put her in the maybes. Oh, this is fun. A white sequin dress, a little stretchy. The fun thing about this is I actually bought it in a thrift store in LA, so I'll be taking her back to her homeland. This is nice for in a club when there's lights on, it gives a bit of sparkle, but it's also white, so it goes with more or less everything, every kind of shoe or accessory, so yes, definitely. Okay, apparently we're in sequin territory now. This is another one of my favorites, a silver black sequin dress, quite short, looks great with the body and the tits. Definitely taking her. I got this in a thrift store here in Berlin. One of my more expensive pieces, I think it was 20 euros, can you believe? More sequins, a gold jorts jumpsuit, absolutely, no question, she is coming, don't argue. Okay, this is a little unhinged, but I quite like it. So it's a Dirndl, if you don't know, it's a traditional German dress, I think. I'm not German, so don't quote me on that. I bought it in a thrift store here in Berlin. I thought it'd be fun to be like, yeah, if people there think I'm a drag queen from Germany, like, give them what they expect. No? I'm gonna say maybe to her right now. I'm not fully convinced. Let's see. Okay, this is a very plain black dress with a mesh top. I don't wear this very often, but it does fit nice. It's a little stretchy. I think one of the reasons I don't wear this very often is I have to put it on over my head, which means it has to go on before a wig, and I can't change it unless I'm gonna change the wig. A lot of my favorite things I can pull on from the bottom up, and this is not one of those. So, I don't have any black dresses, so maybe... Okay, this is another Morgan classic. Is it a dress? I don't know, that's a bit generous. It's a piece of fabric, so it ties around the neck. It's kind of sheer. Hello. And it has straps at the back, so it needs some shorts or a skirt underneath it, probably, unless I'm feeling really slutty, which, you know, does happen from time to time. But it's so small and so versatile, so it's definitely coming. Okay, this looks really ugly. It's a very big skirt that I found on the street here in Berlin, but I use it as a dress. So what I do is I tie it up using this fabric on the top, like around my neck. So it's this short silver dress in the end. And then it's fun because I can easily just untie it and have a reveal to something underneath. Probably this, actually. What do we think? Comment below. It'll be too late by that time. Maybe. You know I spoke about something else that was leopard print? Well, here we are. It's a jumpsuit. Full legs and everything. Even has pockets. What? It works nice with my titties. They sit very well in this. It is a bit too long for me, but what I do is I just pull it up in the middle and then I fasten a belt around it and just cover up the folds with the belt. And I quite like that. And it means, this is really lazy, it means I don't have to wear 5 pairs of tights underneath it. I can just wear one. Or I can even just wear my padding and then this on top and you'll still get the shape. I think I want to take her. I think I do. Okay, and finally, this is the final dress that I have here. This is a custom zhuzhi piece, as well as this that I'm wearing. Hello. No, this was made by Larry, by my partner. It was actually a dress that was found on the street, and he attached this fabric to it, which he designed. He designed this fabric, all of it. So that's fun. An original custom piece. This is definitely coming, because it's really cute and unique. So, yes indeed. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do now? I think I'm gonna put my suitcase here on the table and pack these things that I've decided are definitely coming in there. The maybe pile will stay until the end. If there's space, then I'll put some of it in. There probably won't be space, spoiler alert. But anyway, that's my intention. Okay, so that's all the dresses packed. One thing I did decide, however, is that this little black skirt is gonna go in the maybe pile, and instead I'm gonna take these black shorts because they're a little more versatile and they definitely go with that black strappy look that's not quite a dress and needs something on the bottom. Okay, next section is things that make up the outfits but aren't actually clothes by themselves. Does that make sense? So first, very important, padding. These are DIY pads I made myself. I guess I've never shown these on the channel. They're actually just pieces of foam I cut out myself, and then a friend helped me stitch them to a pair of shorts. I put another pair of shorts on top just for like, keep it in place. So that's pretty easy to get on and off. When people are like, Morgan, how do you keep your figure? I'm like, in my closet, because it's literally just this. I think that'll fit in there okay, because they flatten down pretty well. Then we have this disgusting roll of tights. Yes, these are tights. These are 4 pairs of tights. I wear an orange pair first as my base layer to kind of color correct because this is grey. right? And I want my legs to look like skin. So I have 4 pairs of tights that I wear one on top of the other to smooth everything out and to cover up all of the layering of the pads. So those can go there. Oh, here's a few extra tights just in case I need a spare pair, and then fishnets in case I'm feeling really slutty, black and white. Ooh, diversity. Okay, here we have 2 bras, a black and a white one. This one has some structure and a little bit of padding, which is nice. So if I don't want to wear titties, but I've got an outfit that I want to create the shape under, these are great for that. I can just stuff them with socks. That's usually what I do. And then this black one is strapless. It just attaches around the back, and the cups don't really have a shape, so these work nicely with the titty bib actually. Sometimes I've just worn the titty bib, this bra, and a pair of shorts, and that's it. I mean, and the padding, all the makeup, the hair, the shoes, you know. It's never as simple as it looks in drag. Okay, a belt, yes, very good, necessary. Oh, and 2 pairs of long opera gloves, they're like up to here. One in hot pink, which I also bought in LA, so she's traveling home. And this black pair, which my mum gave me, so they're probably really old, but they're still good. So this looks pretty full, so I'm gonna zip her up. We will almost certainly have to come back and put more stuff in there because I don't think everything else is gonna fit in here, but we can dream. Ooh, okay, now let's do wigs. This is fun. Recently, you might have seen there was a video on this channel showing all of my wigs, which you can see here. And in that video, I mentioned that there were some that I can easily travel with. So I picked out 4 that I want to take with me. I think that's plenty, maybe too many. But let's see. Okay, firstly, what's in this bag? I guess I already chose some wigs. I don't remember which ones now. Ah, of course, the can I speak to the manager wig? Hello, obviously, because she can just chuck it in and she won't complain one bit. Oh, and then this James Mansfield. This long mullet, also pretty easy to travel with, just put it in the bag. She doesn't complain. So Karen, you can get in there too. You can share. Look at that, 2 wigs, amazing. So this is what I do with the other wigs, the ones that are bigger but actually quite sturdy. I just turn them inside out and stuff them in a bag. This one, I'm not gonna take it out because it's already stuffed in there pretty good. It's actually this wig right here. And I have this other one that I'm gonna do the same thing, and they're gonna share a bag too, I think, because this is definitely big enough. So we're just gonna turn her inside out. That's fun. Ooh. And just kind of roll it in on itself. This might look a little shocking, but I promise you, it is actually fine. She will be totally fine. Look, oh, amazing. She can share with her sister, her older but prettier sister. Ooh! Oh, lovely. Yes, that's great. Okay, there we are. 4 wigs. That's quite impressive. I'm quite happy about that. Oh, okay, then some wig accessories, wig care items, a wig cap, yes, some hairspray. That's almost empty. I wonder if it would be easier just to buy one when I get there if I need it. Probably. A teasing comb, yes. Spare wig cap. And a toothbrush that I use for cleaning the lace. Oh, and some bobby pins. Lovely. I need a new bag for these though because this is broken. This does not spark joy. I'll keep this in here for now, and if it really doesn't fit, then I'll take it out. But I did check, because I didn't know, can you take hairspray on an airplane? Turns out yes, you can. All right, okay, now let's do shoes. Ooh, fun. Okay, I don't have so many shoes for drag. I have about 7 or 8 pairs. I figured I could take 3. I think that would be plenty. So I want kind of, well, ones that are not too big because I have a limited amount of space, but also a range of colors so I can match them with various outfits. Flexibility, versatility, hello. So I picked out 3 pairs. This white pair I've actually never worn. They're brand new. They're very cheap. They have like a lace pattern on. I don't know how I feel about that, but they're white, so they'll go with lots of things. Okay, next I thought this red stiletto, because they look fucking great. They're really uncomfortable, but they go with several outfits that I've packed in here, at least 3 of them, and I just like them, so they're gonna come. And finally, I thought this is a little risky, but I actually found these on the street very recently here in Berlin. They're a black boot with a chunky heel, and they're in my size. That has never happened before, that I found shoes in my size that I would wear for drag on the street in Berlin. I cleaned them, yes, don't worry. And they're black, so they'll go with lots of things. So I think this is a good option, right? Also, what do we think of this bag? I found this in IKEA. I don't know what it's meant for, but I kind of like it for shoes. I think maybe it's more practical for storing shoes at home. For travel, I might put them in a smaller plastic bag because it's taking up too much space. But anyway, I like it. And this is a general packing tip. It has nothing to do with drag. But often what I like to do when I'm packing, I put things inside the shoes because shoes take up a lot of space, but they're empty. So, right? Let's fill them up with stuff. Follow me for more tips and tricks that you didn't ask for. Okay, something very important I almost forgot about is my titty bib. Yes, she definitely needs to come along because she fits with lots of the outfits in there and it's just part of my silhouette now, so she definitely needs to come. I just washed it, and silicone, if you don't know, gets very sticky after you wash it, so you need to powder it. So I have here some cornstarch, which is a cheap way of powdering silicone items, and I'm just going to sprinkle it on and use a fluffy brush to brush it in. This apparently is a way to make the silicone last longer, but it also just makes it possible for me to actually get it on over my head, because when it's so sticky, it just will not slide over my sweaty skin. You can also use baby powder. Excuse me, ma'am, I'll just get in here. No, thank you. See, I just powdered the outside. See how sticky it is? That was the sound effect. Okay, now that's nice and powdered, let's pack it. So at home, I usually keep this in a box because I have the space, but for packing it, I think it needs to definitely take up less space. So let's wrap it in this plastic sheet that it came in when I bought it, and this bag. This is another thing I tried to Google. Can I take my liquid silicone filled titty bib on a plane, or is it gonna explode? I didn't really get an answer, but don't try and Google that, by the way. But anyway, that's why I'm putting it in this Ziploc bag, because if they do explode, I do not want all of my other luggage to be covered in liquid silicone, thank you. Okay, titty bib packed. I've moved the shoes out of the way for now because I'm going to put other things in, and then as I mentioned before, I'm going to put things in the shoes so they can fill up the last spaces in the end. But now let's look at makeup, skincare and accessories, I think. Okay, makeup is pretty easy. As you saw recently on this channel, I've organized my makeup like this into this lovely container, so it's all here. I've actually got my brushes in there too, so that's super easy. Done. Then I have this little clear bag for skincare items. I have makeup wipes, I've got a cleanser, I've got some potions and lotions for my face, makeup remover, this bamboo reusable makeup wipe thing that I use, 99% alcohol for cleaning my eyebrows with some cotton pads. So that's pretty straightforward. Though I think I'm going to add to it a razor and some extra razor heads because they currently do not have a home. Oh, and then I almost forgot I have this little bag of jewelry. Most of these things are chokers, which I use to cover up the seam of my titty bib. But there's some other things, there's some bracelets. So that's pretty easy. Oh, and then I have a bag with nail items. So I've got a bunch of nail varnishes, some nail glue, some false nails of various kinds, and a pair of nail gloves, and a nail file. As you may know, I don't often wear false nails because they're such a hassle, but I do like to paint my nails sometimes. I prefer, like, if I have the choice, I'm either wearing gloves or I have painted nails. I'll wear false nails on a really special occasion, or maybe for a photo shoot, so it's nice to have an option at least. Of course, nails are not necessary for drag, it's just my preference. I like the finishing touch. Probably no one notices but me, but it makes me feel the fantasy and therefore deliver the performance and the attitude in a way that works for me. But you do you. Okay, we're almost done. We just have a few loose items, which are things I think can go inside the shoes. So let's see. I have shaving foam, very good. Contact lenses, yes, very important. 30 pairs of them, I think. That's probably too many, but I'd rather have more than not enough, so. Okay. Then, a couple of pairs of sunglasses. Yeah, I don't know. Some contact lens solution that can go inside another shoe. Oh, and then the cornstarch and the brush that is specifically for dusting my titties. I think she can come. Even though I use exactly a makeup brush like this for my regular makeup, I don't want to use the same brush for both. So I'm gonna splash out and bring another brush. Ooh. Oh, and then finally, this was lent to me by a friend. It's a gimbal, so a little device for holding the phone. It also works as a tripod, so I can use it for filming videos while I'm in LA. And that's it, that's everything. Have I forgotten something? Probably. Okay, so I'm gonna pack the shoes in, see if I can close it, see if there's any extra space, and then we'll decide if I want to pack any of those maybe items that we talked about earlier. Okay, it closed. A miracle. Wonderful. I probably could fit some more things in here, but I'm not going to try because I do have a weight limit as well, 23 kilos, which I believe is 50 pounds in American. I decided in the end, I think the hairspray can stay because she's basically done and it's very cheap and be easy to find there if I need it, so that helps. But yes, I'm very pleased with that. This is all of my drag that I'll be taking with me to the US for 3 months. I'm excited to be there and see what opportunities arise. Thank you so much for joining me on this little journey. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, maybe share it with a friend. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. There are new videos every week. You can also follow me on Instagram at morganwoodcallisto, MorganWoodCallisto. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.